We're just rolling.
Let's stick it in your Dig it in your.
You just gotta have faith.
Oh, God.
Oh, brother.
So you know what we've been talking about.
I know I didn't start it, but I feel responsible for this by telling my middle school field trip story by continuing this conversation. So I apologize to the fans.
For those of you that don't know, who
we're referencing,
we are referencing one of the greatest shit bands that have ever existed, Limp Bizkit.
Yep. We've now pivoted to being a Limp Bizkit podcast.
Yeah, I have forsaken Fish. I'm not gonna listen to Fish
of all the bands to like wean you off that Fish drug.
Yeah, I'm off of Fish. I'm on Biscuit now, bro.
Right. Fred Durst, hot or not, you know?
No.
I want Fish Adam back, dude. I'll be honest with you, man.
Yeah.
I want Fish Adam.
Y'all will be wishing for it in a couple days here, man.
Please bring it back.
Be doing Limp Bizkit brackets. We're gonna be comparing the Biscuit shows to see which one's
We're gonna
better,
be leaving every recording session with a fat lip.
That's right.
Dude, this world tour, man, fucking just kicking ass.
Yeah, dude,
Are they actually? I mean, I remember seeing the something new metal cowboy thing that Fred Durst was doing.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
I know I showed Adam. Did I not show y'all too?
Probably not. We're not
New
the
New Metal
cool
Cowboy?
musician kids club.
I don't know, man.
I don't know if this constitutes as cool.
Yeah.
It sounds an awful lot like it's not cool.
It was like last year sometime, maybe. But Limp Bizkit was touring or whatever, and there was footage that came out, and Fred comes out, and he's like in full on, like, you know, tucked into the Levi's with the boots on and the white cowboy hat, and he's like the shit the monitors on the you know, the not the teleprompter but the like background monitors, you know, are saying like new metal cowboy and shit. Like I don't know if he was trying to reinvent his image in some way. I don't, or he was just memeing. But yeah, that was a thing where Fred Durst was
I'm looking at it now, and I did come across this, and this is why I didn't know what you were talking about. Because, I literally Googled it, and there's like a TikTok repeat video or whatever. But the title of it is, a lot of y'all didn't realize this or didn't believe this was Fred Durst at first. And that's exactly what happened.
Shit.
I saw this video and I thought it was some weird shit like Wes Borland went out and did a concert and just brought some country singer on to like do some of his stuff. Right. And it really was Fred Durst. And a year ago, like this whole time I've thought like that wasn't Fred Durst, but it really was. Also, Wes Borland, in classic Wes Borland style, he looks like a freaking caricature bank robber villain from like a Disney
he does.
cartoon.
He's got like a really cartoony mustache and stuff. Yeah. It's been a while since I've watched that. Man. But
so
anyway,
I bring all this up to ask you, what was the first album that you bought with your own money?
Oh, that's a fun one.
Ooh, I think
It's the same story I told this earlier.
Yeah. Well, you got practice, so you'll be able to get it out. What you can go ahead and start us off, John. Transition.
But this is just okay. All right.
No shame in this game, man.
No. It's just I hate fucking cringe. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay. So yeah.
So come and get it.
You're killing me, dude. You're fucking killing me.
It's just one of those days, huh?
Dude.
On fire, bro.
For real, dude. It's like coming from Dustin too. It's like that's what's killing me, dude.
I'm like the only song of the
It's amazing.
So yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, so picture it. I'm in Walmart. I am tweens and going to buy a
You got
CD.
a pair of Jinkos on, my boy?
Oh yeah, dude, come on.
All right,
Straight up.
I want to set the scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah, perfect. Well, I mean, this is the late 90s, you know?
Yeah.
So, so I'm rocking those Jinkos. I'm fucking in Walmart. Mom's going off shopping, like getting groceries and whatnot. I have a little bit extra scratch in my pocket. I figured, you know what? While she's going out and buying groceries, I'm going to go sneak off and buy the latest record of or CD of Kid Rock's Devil Without a Cause, edited version, of course, because I couldn't get the, oh yeah, straight up. And so anyway, I go off, buy that, and I'm thinking that I'm fucking slick, even though they just fucking sold it to me. I mean, like, you know, but so anyway, I sneak off over to the toy.
3'9" with a 10-foot dick.
So I am hiding off into the toy section to go stuff it in my pocket before I go beat back up with Mom. And anyway, I am caught by some kid and his mother. This kid, probably 8 years old, and just the ballsiest ever, and just says, "Go on, steal it." And somehow I felt like I was caught stealing when I actually just purchased it with my own money.
I'm not even stealing. I'm hiding this from my mother.
Yeah, from my mother. You know,
I legally purchased this.
In some ways, it's more severe. In some ways, less than if you were actually stealing it, you know?
Just fucking called out by the ballsiest 8-year-old ever in Mississippi. You know,
I wish that Walmart's, theft security people had come and got you for stealing and went and checked it out. It's like, no, he already bought this. This is just embarrassing. You know,
it's just cringe.
But yeah, that is my first album I bought.
Very nice.
Yup.
That's okay, dude.
I remember mine. The first album that I bought with my own money, with my allowance money, and I really wanted it. It was Third Eye Blind's Blue.
All right. That's respectable, dude.
Yeah, and I still think that's a banger album. Okay, go back, listen to that record. It's a good record. It's a good rock and roll record.
I was gonna guess Jimmy Eat World, but Third Eye Blind makes sense.
No, this is well before my Jimmy Eat World days, man. I was young. I don't know when that album came out, but Never Let You Go was like the single at the time, you know? When did that drop? 1999.
Man, dude.
Man.
Anyway, what there are some very adult themes on that album, by the way. And yeah, it's one of those ones where like I learned a lot. Looking up azlyrics.com or whatever for Third Eye Blind's Blue, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, they got a lot going on.
Oh, what is this?
Yeah.
It's a very educational album.
Indeed it was. Yeah. But I think it's a great record. 1,000 Julys is a straight banger. If you've never heard it, go listen to it right now. Pause the episode.
Pause.
And go listen to 1,000. No, I just need you to listen to 1,000 Julys. And then come back. Yeah, at me in the Discord and tell me what you thought about it.
Colin. Heath, what was your first album?
I'm struggling with this one because I don't have a vivid memory. I don't have a vivid memory of purchasing an album for the first time, though I told a story that was very appropriate. I have a much more vivid memory of the first time I got one of my parents' CDs and they let me have it and it meaning something to me, and that was Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. Specifically, and it's funny because I was a kid, I had no idea what the song means, but I remember that album. I mean, it's every song on it is famous, whether or not you consider it a banger. But I don't know why, but for some reason I remember being 8 or 10, and the song that stuck out to me, you would think it's all their big hits, Welcome to the Jungle and everything, but it was Mr. Brownstone, which is a song about doing heroin and being addicted to heroin.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Which I didn't know that's what it was about. I was like, this guy, Mr. Brownstone, sounds pretty cool, you know?
And the rest is history.
But damn. I told the story to the fellas before because we were talking about Limp Bizkit, and I felt guilty because I just kept it going. But I remember going on a field trip in middle school to New Orleans, and we went to like the aquarium and the zoo and stuff, and then went to, I guess we finished it off going to, there's this like walk through mall area, and I went to FYE and I purchased the unedited version of whatever, Chocolate Starfish and the hot dog flavored water.
Naturally.
Greatest album title ever by Limp Bizkit. And I remember like I'd had a great field trip, and me and my buddy went, and I bought that, and he bought like a Korn album or something. And then we get on the bus to go back home, and we're like in, we're side by side in the school bus seat, those, classic brown school bus seats kind of tucked behind, looking at our albums, and my teacher comes by and sees it, and sees the like rating, the mature rating on it or whatever, and threw an absolute fit and like brought me to the front of the bus to sit by her, and I was like in the doghouse for the rest of the trip. And we get back in the evening, it's like a long field trip, and we have to drive back from New Orleans, and like I don't remember if she wrote me up, but she called my mom because I was in big trouble, and my mom drove back to pick me up and chewed this lady out and like dogged her out, and was like, why is he getting in trouble when it's the FYE employees' problem because they sold it to him? They shouldn't have. Yeah, he got a mature rating album, but that was their job to prevent. He just went and bought something he thought was cool. He's in middle school. So I felt vindicated because my mom took my side on that one.
Did she let you keep? Did she let you keep the explicit album?
Hell yeah, dude! I remember like
okay.
I remember like 2 or 3 weeks after that, I was playing soccer at the time, and my soccer team, it's a rec league, but we went to I don't know what they're called anymore, but it was like not state, but it was like South State or whatever for all the rec leagues. But we went to this big tournament, and I remember we brought our RV because we had to stay for the whole weekend. And there was this, I just remember this big sand pile. I guess they were doing some like filling in land or whatever, but going and playing multiple soccer games a day, then coming back to the RV, blasting Limp Bizkit to, Chocolate Starfish with the boombox, and running up and down this sand hill with Fred Durst just like screaming my summer joy at me,
I mean, that's amazing. I'm so glad you had those memories, but I can't let it go. That is the exact kind of thing that you, as an educator, would piss you off so fucking much.
What if the kid bought it?
If the kid bought an album that good and damn well that they had no business buying, and you tried to tell that child's parent, and the parent chewed you out for it, you would be like, these fucking badass kids and their shitty fucking parents.
Also, first of all, I don't teach middle school. I teach younger than that, so that's not a problem. Second, like middle school, like I'm pretty cool, like I'm pretty chill with the kids. I would probably take the album away for the time being, and then when their parent came and got them, I would just talk to the parent and be like, hey, I noticed they bought a mature rated CD. The employee probably shouldn't have sold them that. Just wanted to let you know. Like, that's how I'd handle that. Like, I wouldn't freak out about that.
That's pretty cool and chill.
Okay. No.
Dustin, what was your first album?
Better than all y'all's. Better than all y'all's.
I haven't said mine yet.
I can't.
It probably isn't better than yours. I don't know. But,
This is like Luther Vandross or something.
No. I was joking, but it is Linkin Park Hybrid Theory. I mean, I could still probably sing every single song on that album, and I've made so many anime music videos from the songs on that album.
AMV for what I've done.
I remember
what I've done wasn't on Hybrid Theory.
Yeah, there's one. It's forfeit the game before somebody else takes you out of the frame. Put your name to shame. And that's the one I had with Trunks. Just saw Vegeta die, by Cell's hands.
Yes.
And then he like busts out his like Super Saiyan level 2, and he's like, bah!
Pretty sure I've seen that one.
I might have run across that one on YouTube before.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of those out and about.
Yeah. You can envision it too,
Yeah. I'm right there with you, man. I can picture it vividly.
Damn, dude.
Hell yeah, dude! I remember blasting. Hybrid Theory in my friend's dad's vehicle because he was like the only parent who would allow. He was super fucking cool though, but he was like the only one of all of my friends who would like tolerate fucking Linkin Park. You know what I mean? And, like, so he was like rocking out along with us.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I remember it.
Okay, for mine, so it depends on how you define getting your first album. Do you guys remember?
You got to qualify.
You guys remember like the BMI where you would like sign up for the club and they would send you CDs?
Yeah.
Okay, well, my 12-year-old self found one of those catalogs and was like, nobody's going to get mad at me for spending $1, you know? And so I signed up for it, like, without telling anybody. And I got the first album that I chose from that was the Cranberries' No Need to Argue.
Okay.
If you don't count that, because, you know,
since you didn't buy it with your own money.
Well, I spent that $1.
Oh, that's true. But you didn't intentionally go buy the record.
Yeah, I didn't mean to spend the $40 that we ended up getting charged or whatever it was, you know. But the first time I like went to a like store and bought a CD was those are compact disc.
Compact disc for the dinosaurs out there.
I know that you only use those for video games now, but we used to listen to our music on those.
Everything's digital
Not
now.
old bastard.
So the first album I bought was Green Day's Dookie.
I did the same thing.
dude.
I did the BMI thing. I had forgotten that was erased from my brain till you brought it up. And I remember the first time doing the BMI thing, which my mom was down. I don't think she realized she'd get charged $40 either. But
No, it was one of the greatest scams of all time.
yeah, it was great. Everybody did it. But I remember you got to pick 5 or was it 10?
It depends on which one you signed up for.
I think we did the 5 one or whatever. And I was racking my brain because I hadn't thought about the BMI thing since that time, I guess. But I was like, a couple albums popped up. I was like, I remember I did that with BMI. I did Nirvana's Nevermind. I did Green Day's Dookie. And then I'm trying to remember what, because at the time it was like the most exciting. I was like, I can get 5 CDs.
Yeah.
I get 5 whole
Huge,
CDs
man.
just for myself and I can pick them out.
I got given Nevermind before I bought this. I got a lot of albums given to me before I bought my own because I like hung out with older kids, so they would like give me albums to listen to before I had the opportunity to go buy stuff myself. But I remember that being the first. You know what? Oh, buy an album. It's gonna be Dookie by Green Day.
Hell yeah, dude.
But that's a good album, man.
It is.
Like,
I mean, it's a good Green Day album. I think some classics on there. I don't remember the track list. But
When I Come Around.
Yo,
is
yeah.
Yeah.
Is Basket Case on there too? Basket Case is on Dookie, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I put in Dookie in Google and it came
Welcome
up
to
with Dookie
Paradise,
Put Green
dude.
Day? Yeah.
Oh my
I
gosh,
put Dookie
man.
and come up with Dookie Chase Restaurant, which is a restaurant here in New Orleans.
By the way, that came out in 1994, my friend.
Yes, sir.
I just want to let you know.
That counts as a pop punk record, by the way. Apparently.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
It should.
I would say so.
Yeah, I think one of the OGs in a lot of ways. You know, Dookie is what the early and mid 2000s emo bands grew up listening to. You know.
I grew up listening to Dookie.
I remember I had a
Green Day.
Dookie t-shirt that I used to get in trouble for wearing to school all the time. I had the like green Dookie shirt with the turd log like all across it as the underline for the word Dookie. Yeah.
All right. Well, we've hit 20 minutes. We've certainly alienated about half of our listeners. 'Cause
Right.
They either don't listen to music or they're too young to know.
Or they wanted to
about
forget
anything
about that era of music.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
The golden age.
So let's
We're
just keep
doing it for
rolling
the
then,
nookie,
all right?
man. Yeah.
Let's just keep rolling, brother.
That's right.
Rolling. You gotta have faith. Speaking of faith, you don't have to have faith because you've met Desna and you're in her place, so
That's
you can
true.
just take it. You can take it
true.
at face value. So there's that, which is good. you guys are making your way around town, making your way downtown. You can actually say that this time around. And you went to a art gallery here in Cynosure and met a feller by the name of, let me pull that up again.
Mergelberg.
Yeah, might as well have been. His name is, he never told you his name, actually. I don't think.
He just said the Dream Painter.
Yeah.
He asked for our names.
Yeah, Munol is his name.
Munol?
Munol. Munol. And he asked you to find his friend Stefano, which is a gnome that hasn't been seen in a few days. Also, while you were there, you found this painting that Munol had done of you guys and Malakanta, battling it out.
Duking it out.
Space. Duking it out.
Man, when you told us his name was, is it Stefano? How do you spell it?
Stefano.
Because
No,
Stefano, I keep since we're doing all this nostalgia stuff, my mom was a avid Days of Our Lives fan, and that was like the villain dude in Days of Our Lives, dude, the big goatee. Yeah,
man, he got possessed by the devil in one episode.
Okay,
yeah,
that I don't care about any of that.
We're pivoting. Days of Our
We're
Lives.
pivoting to Days of Our Lives. We've had a good pivot. No, it's Stefano, not Stefano.
Oh, I legitimately thought it was Stefano. Okay.
No, Stefano.
God,
and they gave you the
thought
address.
about Days of Our Lives. I'm so sorry. I'm
really
like,
sent him
wow.
down, bro.
And these are the days of our lives.
like sand through the hour.
Okay. I derailed.
There also is a rave happening later this evening as well. So what's your plan here? You going directly to Stefano's or?
Yeah. We need to do what we said we were going to do, right?
Yeah. Mess up our
While we're still
pleasant evening.
sober,
And go to work.
Well, I mean, we're not so. Well, we're sober, but we're not sober, right?
Right.
We're all like,
That's the thing.
we
Yeah,
really have to
you're
go
like-
help out this gnome.
Yeah, you're like really feeling it. It's okay, so as you're moving through the city and you're working your way down Midnight Lane and you get right to the center, there's this beautiful fountain in the center of Midnight Lane. And you see a really downhearted woman just like sitting on the edge of this fountain, head in hands. It's actually a muscular Nuar, female Nuar.
Okay.
And reminder that Nuars are like the Minotaur humanoids.
Okay.
And very muscular, clad in a smart blue suit. She's lounging beside the marble fountain, but she does not look relaxed. There's a deep frown on her face, broadcasting despair to the world as she listlessly tosses pebbles into the water. And as you walk by, you can overhear her say, as she sighs heavily, "Why do I even try?"
Oh, Eeyore.
Exactly.
Yeah. Raya nudges Sue. It's just like another side quest.
Oh, I wonder if she's got any kind of reward. No. no. But
She
for
just turned into like grandma version of Subano. I wonder if she has any kind of reward.
She wants a Werther's original. Got one in my purse.
Grandma Subana at that point. No. But for real, let's go see what's got her so down. So yeah, let's go ahead and approach her, see what's going on. What? Here you are in the most beautiful spot. What's got you so down?
Oh, I know. I know I should be more happy, but I'm so sad. There's someone I'm interested in, but she doesn't know how I feel. We're best friends, but I don't know, I'm too scared to tell her. I've tried, but I just can't get the words out. What would I even say? And she's gorgeous. I mean, who am I kidding? What if she laughs at me? She laughs bitterly, running a hand through the fur on the top of her head. I'd ask a friend for advice, but normally I'd talk to her about this stuff. That would be awkward. Plus, then she'd probably figure it out.
Well, based on what you said, she might already know. She's just waiting on you to say something.
Oh, she doesn't know. I haven't indicated at all. I'm too scared to share my feelings with her.
Oh. Well, look, just take her to some place that you know she likes, and just be easy with it, but be honest with yourself. And hey, if it doesn't work out, then surely there's other people.
No, it's only her. And she blinks and looks away shy. She looks away shyly. She's like, normally we could talk about anything, but I get tongue-tied when I even think about telling her how I feel about her. But it's not just that. One of our mutual friends asked her on a date, and she told him no because she didn't want to ruin the friendship. That's probably what she's going to say to me.
Have you considered that she rejected this other invitation so as not to hurt your feelings, and maybe holding out for you to ask?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, maybe, but she hasn't dated anyone in a while. And when she first got here, she was working on herself. You know, a lot of people who come to Cynosure, they need some time to heal. But she's dated since then, but she had a couple of bad months on Single Mingle. I don't know if she's... I don't even know if she's interested in dating right now.
She needs a new with a slow hand.
I need help. That was a pretty song, by the way.
Well, you mentioned that you get all tongue-tied when you go to express your feelings, but why don't you write her a letter and just get it all out?
That's not a bad idea.
Because the way you're feeling right now, I mean, you're putting yourself through a lot of strife. It's written all over your face. I mean, I don't have much experience in the matters, but it seems like it would be better to just let it out. And even if it's not the situation that you wanted, at least you'll know. Right now, you're just floating in indecision, and it's. I think it's always best to just lay it out on the line. But if you can't speak to her, just write her a letter.
Yes.
Roll a diplomacy check.
And really just say it from the heart.
Well, right now you're trying to just convince her to even write the
No,
letter.
that's what I'm saying, is like to be honest with herself when writing this letter, to be open, to really to be vulnerable,
Can Subana or Raya
Can I aid with that, in other
since they
words?
kind of contribute?
Sure, yeah.
Sweet. All right.
I do not aid. I tried, but I have a +0 to diplomacy, and I rolled a 2. So
I aid.
Alrighty, let's see what happens. Well, I think that's a total of a 12.
Well, did you aid?
I did.
Okay.
I mean, look, just because we're having fun here, I'm going to actually take your role as the role,
Yeah.
with Gilderon aiding you, Subana. Just so we don't have to spend too much time beating this horse,
Or beating this more.
Yeah, beating this noir. So yeah, the two of you convince her to write the letter, and she's like, "All right, well, I'm gonna write Zuli this love letter, but I need you to deliver it to her, please."
Sure.
And you would remember that Zuli is the name of the waitress from the Stardust Cafe.
Oh.
excellent taste. She was pretty
Yes.
hot, right? That was the whole deal. She was,
Right.
That wasn't her whole deal, Zach.
Okay.
That's all we remember about her. She was just smoking
I'm
hot.
sure she has like fantastic, ideas. I'm sure she's a wonderful person. That's all you told us about her was that she was hot. Okay.
Fair.
I'm sorry.
She's not a Nuar, right? Yeah. I don't remember the hot witch.
No, she's an
elf.
She's an
right?
elf, I believe.
Elf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. I'm just imagining with a Nuar, and I'm like, oh, that's a discrepancy there.
I'm just wondering, if we're not giving this Nuar like terrible advice, like setting her up for failure.
Well, so you look that she's wearing like suits and professional clothing, and that she doesn't look very dolled up, or like she's not dressing with confidence. So that might be something that you want to also help her with, maybe.
I can help with that.
So, also, do you happen to know what her favorite flower is? I need an actual flower name here.
It's tulip.
Okay. Well, what you need to do...
Yellow tulips, specifically.
Do yellow tulips grow around here?
If you dream them.
Good response. So, you know what? Dream real hard. Get yourself a tulip. Or should we get the tulip? And couple it with a tulip.
Somebody who's walking around with a basket of roses and tulips and says, "Would you like a flower for your honey?"
Sure would. Grab it. Don't even pay.
50 credits.
Subana's got it.
This is a racket.
I mean, have you ever seen somebody selling flowers
I didn't bring
in the
my
park?
purse with me.
Yeah, it's a racket.
It is totally a racket. Yeah.
It's one of those plastic flowers that the people just kind of like walk around with this little flower stamp.
I can sell you a plastic one for 10 credits, but if you want the real one, and you know that you do because you really care about it, she's just assuming one of you is with one of the others. You want to get the real deal.
And let me guess, that's more expensive. Huh?
So you would deign to buy me a plastic flower? Do you even truly love me, dear?
You
better watch out. No, hey, look, I tell you what, you better get this flower now. I'll do it for 45 credits to get you out of hot water, okay?
Riot crosses her arms looking pissed,
Well, I wouldn't want to make her mad. Just kind of rolling my eyes.
Yeah, the Nuar is looking very confused at this whole thing. She's like literally just pulled a tulip out of the ground. It's like, I have one over here though.
Oh, well, look at there. We got a good Samaritan and they already provided us a flower that's not going to sell it to us. You want to get that?
You've
one?
already started the transaction. You have to finish it.
Well, I haven't passed you any money, so the transaction has stopped.
Damn it. Every time I try to sell one of these flowers, and they're like walking off. Every time I try to sell one of these flowers, somebody picks one up right by the ground.
Every single time. That sounds like a you problem, dog.
Damn, this beautiful place.
All right. So I'm going to need a diplomacy check to convince her to send this flower along with the note.
A what check? Sorry.
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy. Okay.
Diplomacy.
21.
Well, with a DC of 20, you just need to buy. And so she's like, all right, give me a second, and I'll write this letter, and then I'll sign my name on it and the flower, and you got to give it to her at Stardust Cafe, okay? I'm so nervous. You think she's going to say yes, or is she going to be weird, or is she not going to talk to me anymore because we're friends and she's going to feel awkward? I'm so nervous.
I'd love to tell you everything you'd want to hear, but I will tell you one thing. Where you're located, you got luck on your side.
everybody says that around here, but...
Oh, I'm just trying to, because this is my first day here. I'm so excited about it.
Oh, cool.
Look, if she's a dear friend, like you say, even if she doesn't feel that way about you, she would never make fun of you or you're still going to remain friends even if it isn't reciprocated in that way.
She wouldn't laugh at you if the way you describe her, no.
Zuli is really special. She really is. I just don't want to screw things up.
You can't screw anything up
How
if you
did
just be you.
How did the two of you get together?
Oh, well, we just happened to fall into place.
Well, we both share a burning love of fashion.
My name is
Hang gliding.
Lahana, by the way.
Lahan?
Lahana.
Lahala.
No, it's Lahana.
Oh, Lahana. Okay, sorry about that.
Does that mean family?
Means nobody gets left behind.
Oh my god, dude. It means family.
She gores every one of us.
Yeah. Never mind, I don't want your help. Okay. So that is 2 successes, but if you want to take it up a notch, you could try to glow her up too.
Sure, yeah. Let's do that.
But that would cost money.
Subhana's got it.
I'm less interested now.
Darn. Let's see. How much money do I have? I'm just curious. I'm not going to actually commit to it because I haven't started a transaction yet. Let's see.
Lahana, price is no
Find out
option.
your money.
Just talk to Subhana. She'll cover it all.
Oh, I got 27 credits. I ain't flush with cash.
How much cash are you hung up there for a second?
I said I ain't flush with cash. I got 27 credits.
How many UPBs do you have, though?
Oh, well, I left those UPBs at home, back on the ship.
All right, well, I guess I'll just go like this. Anyways, I don't even know if she said yes to the date yet. So I'll be. Here's my number, and you can just will you text me or call me, wouldn't you? Once you delivered the note, and see how she responds to it.
Sure.
How much is it to gussy her up?
50 credits.
50 credits?
This is just a geographical anomaly. It's everything's 50 credits.
Yeah.
Everything's 50 credits. You know what?
Subhana, you can owe me. I'll cover this one.
Sounds good.
Okay, so
Let's take it to the salon.
all right, so you take her to like a boutique, and the person's like, "Leave her with me. I will make sure she is fabulous." But by the time I'm done with her, so she's like, she kind of looks scared as you guys are like walking out. She's like, "Am I gonna be okay?" And you guys are like, "Okay, yeah, bye."
You'll be fine.
You're in good hands.
Right, with Allstate. And you head to Stardust. Well, do you head to Stardust Cafe or to Safano's?
I think a missing gnome is higher priority than a love.
Well, I think it would be very quick to just drop off a
Right.
Yes.
Like,
Because we want to see what happens, you know.
Oh, you're invested in this
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
peeking
we're
around the
invested
corner.
yeah, absolutely. We spent money on this, damn it. We want to see a return.
The drama.
Exactly.
Will this be a crushing heartbreak or a true nerd wish fulfillment fantasy in the way that this entire hobby is?
In the days of our lives, you know.
Zuli and Lahana. Zuhana.
Zuhana.
Lahuli. Yes.
Zahuli,
okay.
I like that one. Sounds so exotic.
All right, so you go over to Stardust Cafe then, to Zuli. And who's handling her? Like, who's handling this interaction?
Sayun's sipping on his cocktail, man.
Yeah.
this whole time.
I feel like he's just drinking a hand grenade or something like that.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
And you just hear the long shot.
Why am I not getting drunk?
Right. I specifically bought a drink this size to get drunk.
I mean, I guess I can give it to her.
Okay.
Just strolling up. Is she like working?
She's on her break.
She's smoking a Marlboro Red outside.
I mean, if that's what she's doing, you know.
I mean, she's not smoking; she's vaping, but she's she's out there.
I see you're on your break, Zuli. It's me, Gildron Whistlepop. Do you remember me?
Oh, of course. You are among Desna's chosen. It is a pleasure. How is Cynosure treating you so far?
Honestly, it's the most fabulous place I've ever been before.
I couldn't agree more.
I can't wait to experience it. But I actually didn't come here to talk. While experiencing this great city, we ran into someone that you know. A wonderful woman named Lahana. And she requested that we...
Good friend of mine.
She is wonderful. She just requested that we give you this...
What?
This letter.
And so she takes the note and the flower.
And the flower.
There you go.
She's like,
Yep.
Okay, this is unexpected. And she opens the note and takes a second to read it. And you see, like, her face change a little bit to, like, a little bit from shock to a little bit of consternation to a little bit of uncertainty when she folds up the letter. And she says, well, this is unexpected. Thank you for delivering this letter. I have some things to think about. Yes. Okay. Well,
have a good break. Goodbye.
Yes, I have to get back to work. Thank you for delivering this to me.
You're very welcome.
It's a 50 credit return
Delivery
fee.
fee.
Yeah, delivery fee. Yeah.
All right, let's not say nothing to our noir friend on the way out, okay?
So you got on the roll of sense motive.
Oh yeah. I thought you basically told us like what she was.
Told you what she's putting out.
That's definitely what I wanted to do. That's kind of why I wanted to. That's why I want to deliver it, because that's pretty
Got
good.
that big +1, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got that big +10.
Let's see.
Ooh.
Sense motive, you say?
That's a 6 total.
Nice. Crushing it. Dude, you're lost in the sauce.
He is. He's lost.
Oh, baby.
He's not even concerned about it.
Watch out. That's a natural 20 from Gil.
Hell yeah.
I understand all living creatures.
All right, so you've been around. You're grandpa.
Yeah.
You can tell that she's... Most of what you read from her expressions is surprise. Mm-hmm. And as she's, like, folding up the note and tucking it into her apron, you see the smallest of smirk on her face, and her cheeks kind of blush a little bit.
Nice.
And you can tell that she is considering the possibilities of this, but part of her guarded nature is still there, you know. Mm-hmm. But you get the sense that she probably does have reciprocal feelings. She just hasn't acknowledged it. Like, and so maybe you could set something up later, you know, like all you gotta do is get these two together in a romantic space and sparks will fly, you know. That's what you get with that natural
Take him to the grotto.
Yeah. Yes.
Take him to the grotto.
Take him to the
Take him
grotto.
to the grotto.
Get a little bit of that. What was this? What was the
Cynosure
drink?
serum or whatever.
Starshine serum.
Starshine.
Get a little of that starshine in him.
Yeah. Look, that's the next part of this quest, so you guys can do that however you want. But let's go over to the gnome's house. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I actually. So you go there. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. The address takes you to a crystal skyscraper, and there's like a little buzzer on the outside, and you see 143. And what did you say the last?
Dust Lane.
Stardust Lane, right?
Well, you realize that Stardust Lane is the name of the apartment complex.
Okay.
And that they're in Unit 143. And next to that is the name. What did you say the last name was?
It was like Gringle Pop.
Gringle Pop.
Gringle Pop. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, you see Gringle Pop
Pop
scrawled in the little name next to the nameplate next to the buzzer.
We found our guy. Or we found his place.
That's my cousin, like my legit cousin.
You tell me.
It could be. I mean, I don't know.
He's never answered yes to that once. And he's asked the question about 4 times until he's finally said, yeah, I guess so.
Fuck yeah. Come on. It's your cousin, dude.
I mean, I haven't seen him since.
Cousin.
It's been about 150 years. We're not close.
Truly.
Well, let's go up and check on old Stefano.
Yeah, you try to open the door and it's like locked. Yeah.
We can't just B&E?
Gringle popped that lock on us.
All right.
I imagine you push the buzzer. I didn't realize this would be such a stumper for you guys, but yeah, we pushed the buzzer. Yeah, and like there's nobody acknowledges you verbally or responds to anything, but the door, you hear the door kind of open, and so you're able to go in, and you go up to the 4th floor, which is where this unit is. And when you go up to his room, he's got the door like cracked open.
Okay.
Okay.
He's expecting you to bust you in. And when you push inside, this home sticks out like a frown in a sea of smiles. Inside this upscale one-room apartment it's dirty, it's unorganized, it's filled with stale air. The huge windows are shuttered, and the lights are off. Empty takeout containers are just all over the floor. There's like 3 or 4 pizza boxes with crust in them. There's like bad Chinese like on the counter.
R/neckbeard nests.
It's like a depression nest.
Yeah.
What we're dealing with.
No, it's worse than I thought.
And this pale gnome languishes on the couch in the living area, despondent, but not showing any obvious signs of illness. And I have a picture. I'm going to put this in our Discord chat. This is your boy, Stefano, your long-lost cousin. You got me saying Stefano. It's Stefano.
He's got some sad eyes.
Wow.
Yep. He's seen trauma.
He looks more scared than sad.
Yeah.
He's got a 1,000-yard stare, man.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Looks like he just stepped off of the fucking field of Vietnam, dude.
I was just about to say that, dude. Straight up. Those eyes. Yeah. Yeah, he's been on my level on creek for sure.
Yeah. He came from the creek, bro.
I'm not buying anything. I don't care about your gods, and I don't want any magazines. So, if that's why you're here, just leave.
We're not here for any of those reasons, Stefano. We're here for you.
Is that you, Gildy?
You. It is you. I never thought I would see a Gringle Pop here in Cynosure.
I must say, I'm surprised to see a Whistle Pop here as well. You are a sight for very sore eyes, Gilderon. It's been quite some time, yes? 100 years or so, give or take 50.
Take a few, a little bit of change, yes.
How's your mom and them?
Oh, yeah, I guess it has been a long time. I have no idea, honestly. They just disappeared one day.
Oh, that is tragic. much like my current existence.
Yeah, looks like the bleaching's got you down, my boy.
Oh, yes. Yes, it does.
You know what you need?
What?
A little bit of adventure. I know you don't want it.
That time is past for me. It has left me like the evaporated rains of our homelands.
Jeez. You little sourpuss. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna haul your ass out of here and we're gonna have a good time.
No, leave me to my wallowing self-pity. There's nothing that can be done for your old cuz, Safano.
Well, I would like to oppose that notion because I was afflicted with the bleaching as well, and as you can see, not anymore. That means there's hope for you.
It's the most colorful person I've ever seen.
So imagine he does a little flourish as he says that, you know?
That must be nice, Gil. But my quest has failed. And as you guys are looking around, you see on like the coffee table
Just piss bottles.
a lot of piss bottles. You see like a top of the line antique camera. And then all around that, you just see like these photographs of fantastic aliens and otherworldly sights all on the walls. But there's like dust, like thick layers of dust all over them. And next to the camera, you see this like journal, like photo album titled Photo Safaris. And it's got like all these like little tabs sticking out of it. It looks like it was full, like maybe the first 3/4 of it have like all these little tabs with notes and stuff, but the back fourth of it is empty. Yeah, and he's like, I came here hopefully to find something, but I didn't. And so I sit here, I pee in a bottle, I order pizza, I watch reruns of Bonanza, and that's all I do.
Days
Every
of our
day,
lives on repeat.
if I'm lucky.
Oh, well, Safano, well, what is this in front of you? You mentioned a quest. What you got going on over here? Maybe we can help. That's what we're here for.
You're talking about that? He points at the camera in the journal.
Yes, sir? And he sits on the couch, like wipes off all the Cheetos and Doritos and stuff on the couch.
I was saving that.
That's my couch Cheetos. Right, slaps him. Snap out of it.
Ow.
I don't
eat
think-
weak old Doritos off your ass-infested couch.
They're older than that.
You're an ass infested couch.
Jeez.
There, Stefano. And he kind of like, puts his arm around him and, is like kind of rubbing his shoulder as he's like sobbing. He's just like, just tell me what's wrong, okay?
The bleaching got me. And I can't do it. I only have 5 photos left. But I couldn't get there in time. And so I gave up, like we always do when the bleaching happens to us. Can you hand me that whiskey?
Sure thing.
Hand him
like-
a piss bottle.
No, wait, wrong bottle.
Takes a deep swig of piss.
It's sterile.
I don't care. I'll eat the cat
It's my
shit.
life now.
Seiyun has not been involved in this family crisis. He's been carefully stepping around all of the pizza boxes and
Right.
everything, just kind of wandering the apartment as he sips on his magical cocktail. And it's just kind of like as an aside, and while this he takes a look at some of the photos on the table there, and says, "These are really good photographs, actually.
Yeah.
Did you take those?
Yeah, I used to be great.
And you aren't anymore?
Oh no, I'm a real piece of shit now."
Why?
And he like just gestures at his bleached skin.
Hello.
Like, tell him. Just tell him why. You know, Gil. You know.
I mean, yes. I mean, I know the feeling you're going through, obviously. I've been there. Just going through the motions until even the motions get too much.
I just wanted to complete my journal. I couldn't do it. And it's just pictures.
Well,
it's so easy, but I can't do it. And he like throws the bottle across the room.
What
Piss
sort of
flies everywhere.
Excuse me,
Piss bomb.
Mr. Gristlepop, was it?
Pistol pop.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
I don't even know my name.
He doesn't even
anymore.
remember his name. It's gone far. It's really far.
What sort of photographs were you trying to take?
He like reaches into his like vest pockets and he starts pulling out like gum wrappers that have like pieces of gum in it, and he pulls out like receipts, like just a bunch of crumpled up receipts. He pulls out some paper clips.
A squished Nutri-Grain bar.
Werther's Originals outside the wrapper, attached to the receipt.
I was gonna try to eat better, but I didn't. He throws the power bar down on the ground, and he finally pulls out a little piece of notebook paper, and this is what he gives you.
Okay.
Again, this will be in our Discord chat.
All right.
Listing 5 things that he wanted to get pictures of: an Azada, Dreamer's Joy, a giant monarch butterfly, a capricious angel, and Cynosure.
Okay. The capricious angel makes me wonder if that's like Caprice Crimson. But
I didn't think we would be trying to capture these kind of concepts. I thought it'd be like, this bridge or this flower, but yeah, a dreamer's joy. Is that just the joy on a dreamer's
Just
face?
leave me alone. If you're gonna do this, you figure it out. You figure it out. I'm done. Bonanza's about to come on. And then Days of My Lives. Our lives. It's my only joy I have all day are those 2 shows. And you're gonna talk through them.
I get the feeling you don't even like those shows.
I don't. They're terrible.
Look, why don't
He's really going through it right
we
now.
need to just put on some Limp Bizkit for this
That's
guy.
right. That's right.
What do you think got me to the bleaching?
My day keeps going this way. I just might piss in a bottle and cry tonight.
I'm really tired though, guys. Yeah. Really. And he like actually just falls asleep, passes out on the couch like in his own filth.
Gilderon, get the camera.
I think you're right. We have to do this for him.
Of course we do.
take a picture of him first for a before and after we get him completed.
And I think we should probably contact someone to clean all this shit up.
I think Subana during this entire process has probably been just like almost going into like cleaning mode a little bit and just kind of like going like, stacking up some of the pizza boxes.
I'm just tidying the place.
Yeah, it's just like, putting some stuff in the trash can.
Look, stop, Sue. It's too much. Let's call somebody. Let's get. Maybe we can hire him a maid to come in here. And
Sure.
thing.
But look. I can at least take the trash bag out. I can just take it down to the dumpster. It's right downstairs. Let me just at least take the trash.
You'll need
out.
7 more trash bags.
Now, well, what's already filled in the trash can, and whatever I can fill up in it, and then I just take
Look
that.
over it. The trash can has no bag in it, and it's just overflowing into a pile.
He doesn't even have
Just
any
like empty
trash
bottles.
bags.
He wakes up, he's like, that's what I use for my covers when I go to sleep.
That's my puke bucket. You know?
Oh God!
I sleep in a trash bag because that's what I am.
Dude. This guy sucks.
Yeah, we definitely need
He's
to.
just down. He's just down. Fucking bad.
I'm going back to sleep.
What a bummer.
And when I was deep in the bleaching, I had to make sure that a maid service would clean my place. Because a tidy house is a tidy mind, and I feel
got that right.
Oh boy.
I don't know if I could have tolerated you if you were still like this, Gildy.
Well, luckily I was focused on my work. It kept me going. But thank Desna and whatever this drift crash bullshit is. But you know,
Right,
a new lease on life and all that.
Well, let's go play Cynosure Snap and take pictures of all these locations.
Cynosure Snap. I love it. That's great.
Maybe we can find a
Are we
new
going to
tool.
be? Is it going to be on Rails? I don't know where to find this
I
stuff.
mean, Pokemon
Well,
Snap's literally on rails.
you'll have to do like some knowledge checks and stuff to figure that out. But so you guys collect what you can out of there. Subana takes one bag of trash that doesn't even do a dent into what's going on in there.
He'll know. He'll be thankful for that.
After you guys walk out, about maybe 30 minutes later after you leave, he wakes up. It's like, where's my bag of trash? I was
holding on to that
that's
bag
my
of
only
trash.
friend. That's my only friend.
He calls the cops on us for stealing his trash.
And I would like to say that, like, I spend a good amount of time just token spelling the shit out of, like, his immediate area, getting it actually clean with token spell.
And
Just
himself.
clean trash
And himself,
now.
like,
exactly.
There you
Yeah.
go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Call
So
back
now it's just
Dyson.
like clean trash, but still,
Yeah.
Right.
He's pitiful, but his couch and his body and his self doesn't look, it won't give him,
this
like,
is
a
not,
disease.
like, literally in his own filth.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys
That's
go
nice.
out. Now, I have a question for you. What is your follow-up to the Noir situation?
I guess if we run into her on our way,
Well,
Yeah.
she gave you her number, right? And she wanted you to, tell her how it went.
well, that's sounds
So,
right.
okay, but we're just going on vibes, right? Like, we got the vibe that the hot elf was, like, entertaining the idea, and if we could get them together, that it might pop off. But we didn't get any confirmation or any, like, dates.
Oh,
set,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
As much as a natural 20.
What we
need to
need
visit
to do is convince both of them to go to the rave
Exactly,
and run
exactly,
into each other.
exactly.
Right?
Separately, and they just happen to meet there, Yeah.
Isn't Zuli supposed to be, like, reserved and, like...
I mean, but that's relative.
They're in
and,
Cynosure, all right?
Yeah.
Everybody's going. Everybody's going to be there.
Right.
Yeah, it is the part. It is like the happening,
All right.
As soon as he gets some starshine in him, he'll be fine, or she'll be fine.
If you send Zuli a message about it, she's like, "Oh yeah, I'll be there, no problem."
Yeah.
Like you don't have to roll any checks for
No,
Zuli's
I
about
think
it.
we like play matchmaker and like send both
Yeah.
of them a text
Yeah.
and like, hey,
Yeah.
meet me at this place at the rave at this time, and
Exactly.
just make them cross paths and let
Yep.
luck and fate take its course.
That's a beautiful idea, Ryan.
Yeah.
So I'll need one more diplomacy check on Lahana to convince her to go to the rave.
All right. Let's see here.
Y'all can aid if you would like.
Yes.
Try.
Attempt to anyway.
Yeah. A 2 again. Damn it.
I do aid.
Okay.
Okay.
So that takes it to what, John?
28.
All right. That is a success. And even Lahana's text back sound nervous. She's like, okay.
I guess.
Oh, by the way, I can't wait. I can't wait for you to see what they dressed me up in. It's quite pretty. So you got that on lock.
All right.
Now
Excellent.
you have this list of things to photograph. It is starting to get dark at this point. You know what I mean? So what's coming up is the rave. Do you guys want to go get dinner before? Or are you changing clothes? Just real quick, tell me what your plan is going into the rave.
Wait, so are we not going to take the pictures? Now I'm confused.
Well, I mean, these are 5 things that you got to research what they are and figure out what it is. And it's
Oh,
getting
so is
dark.
this a tomorrow thing?
Yeah, I would think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like on the way, maybe just like pull out the phone and like infosphere, see what the hell it's all about. Like, you know, on
Yeah,
the way,
like
just
what?
kind of help gather the information on our way.
I want to like I wanted to address something really quickly. Like earlier, last episode, whatever, we talked about, man, it would be a nice thing. We get all the crew of the ship together. We go out for a thing and get drinks together, and then we all like just kind of went with each other and didn't
think
really
that was-
involve them in anything.
Well, I
It feels
assumed
like-
that was what you were talking about was everybody going together to the rave.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that's what
right,
what I was going to say. Is like, let's text all of them and tell them to meet us at a certain place when we get
Smart.
to the rave, so that we can share that experience together.
Yeah.
Definitely.
When you do, Lenny responds back and he says, "Well, we're all here at the hotel restaurant, about to go down there and get some dinner. You want to join us for some dinner? Like we as a whole crew could have some dinner together before we go." He said, "I don't know if you guys are busy, being Desna's chosen and all, but
Low-key jealous.
it might be nice for the rest of the crew to have you guys there. They really look up to you, And anyway, there's an invite."
Yeah, that sounds lovely. I think it would be great, just in general and for morale. And yeah, we should do that.
You're gonna actually come? That was just like a nice thing to.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
We actually go.
Yeah, no, sorry, we're busy being
Read the
Desna's
room,
chosen.
bro. Come on.
No, Lenny's like, that'd be great. Walter, all of them, Walter and Jamila and all of them are going to be really glad. It's been a rough couple days or a week or however long it's been. This is really nice. And, this isn't what any of us signed up for, but hell, might be one of the best vacations I've ever been on. Like, I never thought I was going to go to Desna's resort. This is great.
It really is magically delicious.
And we'll see you.
Motherfucker. Ireland's gonna protest.
Hit him with a fat lip.
Thanks for listening to the STF Network. If you want to hear more from us, check out our other Starfinder and Pathfinder shows at the STFnetwork.com. That's the STFnetwork.com. And support us on Patreon to listen to our bonus podcast, including our homebrew adventures and Tom Talks, our behind-the-scenes show. Stay groovy, possums.